people want us, we're criticizing Texas for losing to Florida. We are, right? That's valid. At what point are we going to criticize Alabama for losing to, and not just losing, getting boat raced and getting smacked around by a really, we thought Florida State was going to be pretty good after that game. Like, we were like, okay, Mike Norvell's figured this out, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, the wheels fall off of Florida State. I get it. It's week 1 and you have everyone's healthy. You have all this time to prepare. I get the argument for giving a week 1 loss. But if we're going to criticize other people, we cannot completely forget that certain teams lost at other times. Like, this is supposed to be a whole body of work, not just what have you done for me lately. And that's why I leave Alabama out in most of my projections, unless they win the SEC title. Because here's one thing, Fresh, and I'll say this. This is why I'm so big on putting BYU into the field. In no world, if Alabama loses the SEC title game, in no world should BYU, even if BYU loses the Big 12 title game, BYU has lost to Texas Tech, who both of us agree is a very, very good football team. And you've lost to Texas Tech twice. There's no shame in that. And those are your only 2 losses, is losing to a team that's probably get a bye here. And that we're like, well, Alabama beat Georgia. Great, you have a 3-point win versus Georgia. But you lost to Florida State. Georgia came back, figured you out on a neutral field and beat you. And then you lost a very ugly game to Oklahoma at home. Oklahoma's a good football team. I won't really discredit you for that. But that Florida State loss should be like an anchor on you. Like, you should have to have wins over Georgia. You should have to have wins over Oklahoma. Who's Alabama's best win right now? I'm trying to think at the moment. Like,
Georgia,
Vandy
is their best win, and then Vandy. Georgia and Vandy.
Vandy.
Best wins.
But again, if Georgia came back and beat them, and you said, listen, you got redemption, and yeah, you beat them one time, but you're not better than, like, if Georgia goes into the SEC title game and wins by 10, it showed that Georgia got better, you got worse.
And it's the best 12 teams in theory right now. Like, where are you at? And that's where I think the committee has that. It's not where they were in August. It's where the best 12 teams are right now. And that's where the Miami Notre Dame argument comes into play. Notre Dame, obviously, their schedule has gotten
easier,
but the margin of victory has been significant.
Impressive.
They're not messing. They're not playing with food.
They really aren't.
And they go out there and they're putting their foot down and taking care of business. I mean, you dropped 70 on Syracuse. You put 49 on Stanford. Yes, it's Syracuse and Stanford. But that right there is 119 points in the last 2 games.
Fresh, here real quick for this one. When was the last time Notre Dame didn't win by more than 10 points? More than 10. And this is the last time they won by only 10 points. Is October against USC. And then every game prior to that is a 20-point drubbing as well.
So the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Notre Dame, to me, they're in for a couple of reasons. One, I think we've seen both of their losses are, again, if we're going to criticize them, both of their losses are to teams ranked in the college football playoff thing. And then they've dominated everybody.
You got 3-point loss to Miami week 1 with a new quarterback, a lot of new players. And then, like I said, A&M, there was controversy. They had a big lead on A&M. That last play, there should have been called a holding on the offensive lineman. It wasn't. They scored. They are a good football team, and they have shown to wipe that off and redeem themselves.